deaths of characters in books and movies, and clench our fists and jaw when we see images of skeletal children in impoverished countries. My pulse quickens when I see scraggly, vacant adults perched on street corners and I can't help them. I'm drawn to the Dixie Chicks' lyrics of loss and destruction and heartache, which strain and yearn for someone to listen and understand. Sometimes I go through the day in a neutral state, not depressed and not overly ecstatic. I'm simply there, enjoying the sun on my face, stressing about a test 2 periods away, thinking about every other person having their own private thoughts that probably no one but them will ever know. Then there are those incredible, often unexpected moments in which I prefer to live, when I look up and see a cloud that I could practically peel away from the sky, or I realized I have captured the likeness of the person I'm drawing, or I get home and see my sisters home from college, when my dog's entire body wiggles as I walk through the front door after school, or I discover a new song that I can't help but listen to over and over again. Happiness that pulls a smile from my soul that is impossible to banish from my face because it is so genuine and unintentional. Then there is anger and fear and grief and pain and sorrow so intense that I want to curl up mentally and physically to escape the thoughts that are tearing at my heart and mind. There is that feeling that I can't possibly get up and continue moving because what's the point? What do I gain by waking up, going to school, getting no sleep, going to college, and stumbling into a new reality of bills and work and the complete, utter unknown? Emotions. Sensation that disintegrates the tendons holding me together and makes blood pulse so loudly in my head that I want to climb out of my own skull. But do I really? Words churn in my mind and solidify in the back of my throat before they hesitate and die, evaporating from my parted lips. I mourn the loss of these thoughts shifting precariously in my brain and at the edges of my mouth. Yet, it's beautiful to me. It's beautiful that we are capable of such vivid, profound emotions. Sometimes I have days when, for lack of sleep or some other unknown reason, I feel that pressure in my throat and behind my eyes like I'm going to cry. Sometimes I do, and I secretly relish it, because it's a relief to let myself fall into something so real and palpable. To feel pain is to know you are sane and normal and alive. If I felt nothing, I would be worried, afraid that I had lost some spark within my soul that defines who I am. I have some of my clearest thoughts, some of the most beautiful ideas when I'm feeling this way. Ultimately, I want to be happy, but how do I measure happiness? How does anyone say what's good or bad, what religion is right, what's the perfect body type? Is a blue-black sky saturated with stars more incredible than a gray one crinkling in the autumn air? It all depends on our own individual experiences and definitions. Without failing a test, I couldn't appreciate an A. Without traveling to Spain, I wouldn't be able to fully comprehend the vastness of the world or the diversity that I so often overlook in my day-to-day life. Without knowing death and the loss of those close to me, how am I supposed to fully appreciate my own life and the lives of others? Emotions are miraculous. A person can shake with laughter at a shark devoid of dance skill in the halftime show, or tremble in fear at eerie creaks echoing through the night air. They can crumble to the floor at the sight of a letter deciding their future, or a photograph of memories lost. The world is an exceptional, beautiful one, even when it does not seem so. Beauty is something which elicits a powerful emotion, like joy or wonder or grief. And it is not synonymous with good or kind. The soggy, crumbling pavement downtown, the tears that cascade uncontrollably down a child's face as they watch their camo-clad parent board a plane, smoke curling viciously into the sky as a forest turns to ash. Single moments such as these are all it takes to imprint on a person's mind. But seemingly insignificant moments can elicit similar responses as well. casting inverted shadows through glass. A caution sign embedded right beside a forsythia bush in bloom, echoing the vibrant yellow. A dog sitting calmly while an infant pulls its ears and fur. The way the night sky's reflection on the James River seems deeper and more vast, more dimensional than the real sky. Beauty is emotion, and motion is beautiful. In mindfulness sessions, a common phrase is to notice thoughts as a bystander, observing them as neither good or bad. This is what I try to do. I want to notice as much as I can without judging it. This can be difficult to do in our society where abnormal and quirky are often shunned or mocked. Consider the lyrics from a 21 Pilots song. No one looks up anymore, 'cause you might get a raindrop in your eye, and heaven forbid they see you cry as we fall in line. Pain is not a weakness and should not be something to fear. It is an innate part of what makes us human, and I hate that so many people are too shy or afraid or pressured to express their pain to others. It's difficult and frightening to expose yourself and appear vulnerable, but it is so much better to let people in and disregard looking weak or ridiculous. Next time it rains, I will be outside, face turned up, with a smile stretched across my face as delicate drops paint my cheeks and mouth with stories of other upturned faces around the world and beauty and life.